Each week, Wells Fargo Bank brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Kevaney Martin joins us now with the story of the basketball and track star in her memorable senior year.
Marissa, Jennifer Lucian has gone through extreme highs and lows this year, and she's had to do it all without her biggest fan. The 2013 season was monumental for the St. Francis girls basketball squad. The Lancers posted an incredible 24-9 overall record, making it all the way to the Division II state championship game for the first time in the program's history.
12 points for Jennifer Lucian.
Senior forward Jennifer Lucian played a huge part in her team's success. But for Jennifer, it was bittersweet because her biggest fan, her father, was not in the stands.
I woke up that morning and I was just like putting out my stuff, and usually he's like up when I'm up, and this morning he was like still in bed or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's weird, but okay, whatever. And then he was up eventually and he's like, when will you be back? Oh, I'll be back at 3, like I'll see you then. And then I left, and then that was basically the last words I spoke to him.
When Jennifer returned home after school, she found her father lying lifeless on the floor. On October 8th, 2012, Guy Lucian passed away from a heart attack.
To this day, 6 months later, I still don't believe it. I catch myself and I'm just like, this didn't really happen.
Growing up, it was through their mutual love for basketball where Jennifer and her father developed a special bond. Although Jennifer wasn't the most talented, with the motivation from her father, she worked relentlessly on improving her game.
After every game, he'd be like, all right, yeah, you had your one shot, it was good, but like you still need to work on this, you still need to do this, and always kept me motivated to keep working hard and keep improving.
Jennifer admits even when she felt like it was impossible, her father was always there to keep her motivated.
Day after day, like there were so many times where he'd pick me up after practice and I'd be crying, or I'd just be really emotional, like, oh, that was terrible, like I'm not playing anymore. And he just kept telling me, you just got to keep at it, and the results have been great.
The hard work definitely paid off, and it began to show on the court. After years of playing limited minutes, Jennifer worked her way up to a starting role her senior year.
This summer, we play on different teams for AAU, and our team played against her, and I was in shock. I was like, during the game, I was like, Jen, if you don't play like this during season, I'm going to be so mad at you. And she really did. She played like that every game. She played her hardest.
Now throwing the discus on the track team, Jennifer says there were times she couldn't mask the pain she felt from missing her father. But even then, she managed to keep a positive mindset.
There would be practices where, like sometimes she would come in crying, or it's because of her dad, thinking about her dad. But she would still turn it back around, think of the positive through her day, see how things were going, and look on the bright side of everything.
The outlook for the Lancers basketball squad heading into the season was bright. No one was more excited about it than Jennifer's father.
I really worked hard over the summer and made improvements in my game, and so he's just like, I feel it this year, this is going to be a good year.
After her father's death in October, the Lancers' magical season was on. Not just Jennifer, everyone on the team knew her father was a part of this improbable run.
We were up at Sacred Heart Cathedral, and this was a tough game. It was back and forth the whole time. And there was this timeout. I kind of look up, and there's this light that's just flickering, and I'm just like, he's here with me, and we're actually going to win this game. That's when I knew.
Jennifer's work ethic has carried over to other aspects of her life, and she is having great success in track and field as well.
She came out last year as a junior, and she actually made it to CCS in her first year for discus. Gradually worked her way up. It was a progression, and she kept working at it, and it just gradually kept getting better.
In the end, the Lancers lost that state title game, but that time with her teammates will be something Jennifer will never forget. Having their support and the love of her mom and siblings helped make this a senior year to remember for so many reasons.
Jennifer will be heading to Gonzaga next year, and she says she hasn't decided if she'll try and walk onto the women's basketball team, but she knows the sport will always be a part of her, especially because it was such an important part of her relationship with her father.
Yeah, absolutely. And what happened with that basketball team this year was just amazing for them to get to the state title game, and she was a big part of the whole thing.
Just an unbelievable run. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah.
It'd also be cool to be on the Gonzaga team. They have a good program as well.
And so, yeah, she hasn't decided yet, but I mean, there's always the chance that she might walk on.